All right. It's time. It's time for the Bucks to climb the mountain. It's time for you boys to find places where you can get better. It's time for us to achieve our purpose, right? Our purpose is to climb that mountain and win the Super Bowl. So how do we do that? We got to find some inches. We got to find some places where we can get better, maybe as an individual, maybe as the whole Bucks team. And why not start with special teams, right? Why not start with where we can pin them, the opponents, in the corner and take the life out of them right away with a good kickoff? Now, I don't understand this, guys, but if you take a look right here at Dylan and James's space, that's ridiculous. Like, why aren't we evenly spaced? Why do I have to tell you not to be next to a kid? So Andrew comes in between these two or be over there between those two. Let's even up our spacing. If I pause this real quick and scroll over, I got a good screenshot for you guys. Let's just take a look at this. Here's Porter. He's just kicked the ball. There's that spacing. Even that up, guys. So, Dylan, you would get wider because Andrew's on your side. But if I scroll, just put a line on this where Porter is, you guys should be at that line. Let's talk about effort. Let's talk about Brody wanting to use all that talent and that speed he has. Let's look at these guys that are close, but I think you could get even closer. Who's that, Charles? This is James. I think you can get even closer line. These three, was that Carter, Andrew, and Dylan? I'm going to call you guys out. That's a fail. We're trying to pin them in the corner. Let's try to be fast. Let's try to be as close to that line that Porter establishes as we race downfield. Let's get better at all phases of the game. All right, let's get back into the video side of this, the 3-play review that you guys are appreciating, which I'm super thankful for. Let's jump ahead to 119 in the video, and let's get better. Let's find another inch. We got right Z orbit, speed option left. James, get your shoulders parallel to the sideline for those 3 steps. That's not there. Andrew, you do a great job working your feet and finding somebody. Charles, stop going backwards. Look at that. That was 2 steps backwards before you go. Maybe if you don't take 2 steps backwards, maybe you hook that guy up and we score. And we score. Let's go. We need every inch. Now, Finn, speaking of, you're not taking a step backwards here, but we're running speed option to the left. Why would you not step with that left foot first? Step with that left foot first. Cut that 99's pursuit off. Now, this week it's 99, or whomever it is. But if we get to the Super Bowl like we want to, we're going to have good D tackles that run. Absolutely run. The Saxons tackle, Daniel Batista, he's a mover. So Finn or Charles or Max, you guys got to really work to cut that backside tackle off. That's a good thing for us, right? We don't need that. Let's go. Porter, fantastic job cooking. Look at Carter down there at the end of the play trying to find somebody. Andrew trying to find somebody. Carter, it's nitpicking, but hey, let's be more physical at the point here. Push that guy. Maybe he doesn't have his balance and his feet under him enough to get the flag from Porter, right? I like those chances if you give him a good push. I hope you're not watching Porter. I hope you're not watching him, guys. You're looking for blocks. All right, where's my next play? Where's my next play in my notes? Oh, yeah, duh. It is the next play. It's doubles right, jailbreak, but we threw in a little Porter motion. Porter, who's got you? Let's talk about this real quick. You figure out who has you. We can run a slant right into that one person. But right now it looks like 2. You got this guy right here who's not even watching Gavin. James, can we laser that? You and Gavin just tap the head, and Porter runs in? I don't know. We'll talk more. But Porter, who has you? Is it this guy? And then Gavin runs his slant right into him, and we get the little H delay. Porter, you would come up here. You would almost not go anywhere, like you're setting up a juke to run inside, just kidding, and run away and catch that ball in space. It's always good to get you in space. Having said that, though, we're running jailbreak on this play, and they've dedicated resources to Porter. Let's go away. Everybody's doing a good job. Once they clear their linemen, you get your head around. Let's take a look, Charles. Once you clear the lineman, oh yeah, he never cleared. I see it. Holy moly. They just backed up. They're not going to let us run it. That gives James all sorts of time, and James with time is dangerous. Come on, work for open grass, Dylan. Nice touch ball. Go score. Good choice here, Porter at the end, not to block in the back. Brody, good hustle, running downfield. Now, if Brody keeps harassing this guy, this is a good concept for you to understand. Harass that guy, harangue that guy, annoy that guy. Be in his face, be in his space. And what happens is, suddenly that defender is doing everything he can to avoid Brody. And then boom, we call play action, and Brody is as open as it ever is, as it can ever be, and makes our team's job of scoring even easier because you're harassing him on the run plays where you're supposed to block. So keep being that guy, Brody. Keep being that guy. Buzz those feet, annoy those people, and make good decisions. We're going to fast forward here to our favorite play, but it's coming with a change. It's coming with a change. Let's see if I got it time-stamped correctly. Yeah, here's the right. And in the old days, we would say Z, Q, H, shift. Now we're just saying, let's see, it's left, shift, H, sweep left, right? And when we run this, we're actually going to make a change. So James seems to be handling the defensive end all by himself. And Dylan, you seem to be lost in the shuffle. So let's make this a pin pull. James, come right down here and hammer this guy, which in this film you do a fantastic job. These interior three, find somebody to block. Come on, Charles, that guy is getting blocked, so why don't you run up and try and get this guy? Run up and try and get this guy. And you would have the next guy, right? And then Carter, you would run up. Who's the next guy? Scrolling over, maybe it's the center right here. And then who's this, Finn? Finn, you would have the next guy, not one. Who's next? Two is the center, and then three. So there's two, and then there's the third guy. Come on, let's block. Let's not watch. Brody, by the way, excellent little idea here. I love how Brody runs in to block because nobody's watching him. That's a fantastic idea. Gavin, find a way through there. Come on, Gav. Finn, that's different, right? You cut off his backside pursuit even more, and you give Carter that extra space, right? Come on, Gav, find somebody. Look at that. James, set the edge, buddy. Your elbows are out. We've talked about keeping your elbows in when you block, and move your feet. Move your feet. And then Dylan will pull you out here in the coming days. Let's actually show you that just in the playbook real quick. So you can see right here, the QB in purple is going to shift and hammer this DN with elbows in. The Y, that's you, Dylan. You're going to run the pull, right? We're going to pin the end and pull the Y and get him out here on the corner. That means, Brody, just like that play where you kind of figured it out on your own, run in here and look for the first opposite color jersey. By the way, you're looking at the Falcons defense. It's probably going to be that linebacker scraping across. Carter might get him, but if Carter doesn't, you'll definitely be there to get him. Just keep working, boys. Keep finding that opposite color. Believe it or not, that's 3 plays plus I've already talked to you guys, 2 plays. I've already talked to you guys about right. What was the play? Sorry, going back in my notes. Right, Z orbit, speed option left. Let's get better at that play. That's certainly a good play for us. Our next play was the jailbreak. Good job finding space and throwing him open, James. Dylan's you're getting better with catching the ball, Dylan. It really shows. Hey, speaking of catching the ball, let's go back to our film here. Let's end with a touchdown. We know how to put it in the end. Oh, look at that screenshot right there. Did you guys see that? Watch this coach down at the bottom of the film. Look at him. Look at him. He's got no answers. No answers. That's because we're executing. But can we execute just a little bit better? Porter, I'm not sure if I told you to stay, but Porter, normally you run the arrow route. Andrew, we can get better because you could be 2 yards wider when you run your snag in here. Run it hard. Throw your hips at this guy. Throw your gyat at this guy and pin him so nobody can chase Porter. And then that puts this corner in a bind. What's this corner going to do? Is he going to come up short to Porter, which is most likely, and then that leaves Brody, not 6 yards, 7-yard corner. It's just a fantastic catch. Guys, look at this catch. Oh, my gosh. Brody, we're trying to get you those touches, buddy. You just keep working. And, again, you're such a physical blocker that they don't want anything to do with you. And by the time they realize we're throwing you, it's too late. God, that's a great catch. It's just a good football play. Good football play. Trey Wright, snag. We could run this on the fast clap before they're ready, before they're set, and we're going to score. Hey, let's find another inch on special teams. Let's find another block when we run the ball. And when you're nasty and pushy and annoying the defender, they're going to avoid you when we call play action plays, and you're going to be more open. Charles, Finn, let's cut those backside pursuits off. Come on, Max. Let's take positive steps in the right direction. Carter, let's be more physical like Brody, more physical, and then they start to avoid you, and then all of a sudden we're throwing it to you. All right? Hey, I'm super excited about Friday night's game at Waller Stadium. If you guys can make it an hour early, that's preferred. But you know how James and I get there about 15, 20 minutes early. We can play some catch, talk some last-minute details. Speaking of last-minute details, before I wrap up this video, let me show you their defense. The Falcons' defense is right here. Come on. There it is. So they have a lot of guys in the box. I still think we can run. Guards, if you're covered, block them. Block them and pin them in the way that we're running the ball. So if we're running to the left, which is likely against this defense, come on, get that outside shoulder. Come on, Charles. Fast feet, positive direction. X and Y, if we're running speed option, don't block the end. Go up and find the next person. Go up and find the next person, all right? Thanks, guys, for watching. Again, I look forward to seeing you for our first playoff game against the Falcons Friday night under the lights at Waller Stadium. Go Bucks.